excuse. I'm not always convinced. Does that count?
4.
He doesn't smoke.
5.
I haven't finished. He doesn't smoke, unless we've had a row, and he lights up in the greenhouse.
We'll call it 5 for being considerate.
He stunted me tomatoes. 18 months, 15 plants, nothing. We call it 4 for being a shite.
Come on, Ray. 20 good points just to complete the exercise.
No, he's had 4 more than he deserves. You're right, you know. I'm wasted on him.
I'm right.
25 years I've given him. And what do I end up with? Sitting in a clinic with a bloody... No offence. A bloody shrink with a hangover. I'm better than this. Thanks very much, Dr. Fitzgerald. You've opened my mind. You have. You're a very clever man. I'll never forget it.
Most patients tend to need longer than just the one session.
Oh, no. Best 50 I've ever spent.
Aye.
How are you feeling? I'm a bit nervous. You'll be fine, you know. Everything's going to go like a whistle. Nina, you look so beautiful. I just want to cry.
Don't cry. I'm fine, Janice.
You ready, love?
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. I'll give you 80 on Friday.
60, and it was Wednesday.
I paid for the groceries Saturday.
Well, £10 cigarettes, £22 booze, £16 food. You pay by switch and stack it on the overdraft. The bank want the cards destroyed.
Do they? Done.
You are worth more to me dead than alive right now, Fitz. Do not joke.
In there. You missed out.
Take a notice, Janice. Here, have you met Jimmy Campbell? Best of the bunch. Hey, Chip Cowie! Oh, over here!
I want to talk to you.
I don't believe that.
You have to, it's true.
You're a liar.
I'm not.
What are you playing at? This is like today, for Christ's sake. What are you playing at? Do you know what you just said?
What you want to know?
Why the hell would I want to know that, Janice? Why the hell would you want to tell me that? On my bloody wedding day!
Because I like you.
Oh, you want your friggin' head seen to, you do. I can't. I've had too much to drink.
No, you haven't.
Can we just leave it?
God's sakes, Colin, it's our wedding night.
I'm just drunk.
Right.
Why pay 200 quid for a crap band? Anyway, it's head out the tennis committee. You should be
You're
sorting
saying we should book your band?
Could do a lot worse.
You do that for charity? For free?
Of course not.
Is that the union do?
200 quid?
Hey, we're worth it.
We could do a lot better. You got you on commission, Frank?
No. Well, he's seen us play. He knows how good we are.
Do you know if anybody's got any spare tickets?
Sold out. Come on, Carl. You've never heard him play.
When your parents dropped you off at the start of term, they weren't afraid of you disappearing out of their lives for the next 3 years, turning up changed, damaged, married, lonely, drunk or drugged. They didn't care. They were ecstatic to see the back of your bone idle arses. Ecstatic to get the spare room back after 18, 19 years. Can you imagine what that feels like? Of course you can't. That's why you're here. To find out about psychology, to find out about life. This is life. This morning's post. A bill from the gas board. 240 quid. Cut off your penis. If I don't pay this one, I don't even get to vote. As my wife consistently reminds me, it really is no career for a grown-up. Just as I think it's razor blades down Barton Bridge time, I get this. It's a love letter. Yes. I don't know her and she doesn't sign it. But she's in love with me. And it makes me glow a little. Young, bright, romantic, colourful. And she's in love with me because she thinks, I quote, that I am special. And I can't help but feel a little special on a day like today. And then I realise that she's a student, perhaps even one of you. How? Well, I'm afraid only psychology students think that psychologists are special. Now, as a middle-aged man, I am entitled to resent your elite, wanky little cliques. But she shouldn't. She's too young. But she does. And that's you. You have isolated her. You have driven her to love someone like me. This is one passionate woman. And you cocky little gobshites have missed out. To those men, I say, good luck with your engineering. To the author, I say, try the nightclubs. Try animals. Try anything that isn't a student. But in the words of my wife, don't touch what you can't afford.
You arrogant sod. I spent all morning copying Dirk Khan. You make that up in the taxi.
No. I came with a bus.
If you really think it's a student, how could you do that to her?
Come on, Irene. If I give her the number for pastoral care, she's going to get 2 years group therapy and a crap shrink with no opinions. She just wants to get laid like the rest of them. She's going to realise there's life beyond this pantomime.
Well, she trusts you, so 2 years in group wouldn't be wasted.
Hiya.
This is a faculty meeting, sorry.
Oh, that's lovely. Is it new? Fitz, you know Janice, don't you? My lab technician joined us this year.
How you doing?
Did you mean all that fits in the lecture?
Kempton Park, Thursday. Roxy's dilemma, 12 to 2.
Grow up. Kempton's a right-handed track. Now, Roxy's never raced right-handed in his life.
Can I get anybody a drink?
Yeah, I'll have a large scotch, please. Thursday's going to knock the bollocks off everything.
You're wrong. It's not.
Trust me.
Not.
Look, it doesn't have to have done it before to do it properly. Anyway, how do you know we're going to...
You've become a father again since we last went out.
Oh, boy.
Can't have been planned, surely.
Not by me.
Judith's happy.
I'm happy. It's just a shock, you know. Sleepless nights, breast obsession, burping, farting, house turned upside down.
But the baby's sleeping through.
Like a log.
Place your bets.
Hello? No, I'm sorry, he's not. My mistake, he's here now.
The show.
Young male, 20s, didn't I? There's been some tyre marks on the road up there. Have you interviewed the railway man? Go and do it.
No varnish, huh?
Kicked it between 6 and 8 hours ago. Cardiac arrest caused probably by the electrocution. Morning, Pip.
Right.
The power entered the body by the wrists and came out, had to come out somewhere down here. The only sign of violence, apart from a head wound caused by this. He got dumped.
Naked before or after?
Pubic hairs, not his. He had sex shortly before he died. Or he's not very hygienic. Sex and death. Your favourite.
Those two by the look of him. He's still smiling.
That's rhesus sardonicus. It's a convulsion. Feature of electrocution.
So if they cut to the body at the end of Engels with dirty faces, we'd have seen Jimmy Cagney smiling.
That's right.
Just strapped the ankle.
No signs of constraint other than the wrists and ankles. No sign of violence other than incidental. So what have we got? Consenting sex and bondage.
What, a hooker? Well, we didn't find his wallet.
There's a post-mortem yet?
No, if the motive was money, the watch would be gone. All that's missing are his clothes. Why? Because he was murdered after having sex. Her calling card, Dusty Springfield. You all listening to this song?
Do you think he was gay?
Tell me.
Well, you know, the bondage, earring, tattoos, works out. Very muscular. It's a type, isn't it?
No, it's a stereotype. Could have been a gay man, could have been a woman, whichever. He knew his assailant. He undressed himself. He was shackled with care. Otherwise, there would be bruising.
Why electricity?
Execution. Pargen broker, Chester knife. Revenge? Probably. Sweet? Most definitely. But this is not personal. The song's an epitaph, but not for this poor bastard. Our body was dumped without dignity. The killer wants us to know just how unimportant he was.
How are we doing with missing persons?
Nothing to match locally. They think he might be too early.
They said it was too early for Shergar last time I asked. Get them to shift their asses. And you, put out a general description. You been drinking?
Strangely, no.
Did you fancy one? She's completely obsessed with it. She's on at me in the morning, she's on at me when I come home, smelling me clothes, rifling me pockets, checking me bank stubs. I don't know if she thinks I get time to go poking around. She's off her bloody trolley. Now she's packed me bags and moved me out. And it's my bloody mortgage.
B&Q.
What?
Your last job, that was your nickname.
It never was.
B&Q, DIYs. Handyman. Helps himself. Every career girl's dream.
I'll tell you something.
Well, the
I'm
legend's
only
prospered, it's followed you here.
I'm the only monogamist I've ever worked with. Oh, I've had chances. I've had offers. The more stripes I got, the more offers I got, but no. I've always laid it straight down the bloody middle till it choked me.
Would you like my professional advice?
Well, I'm not asking you as a married man, am I?
You pay the going rate, 50 an hour.
£50 an hour on your bike.
That's a call-out charge for a plumber. I'm talking about your marriage, you miserable sod. We sit down and face the facts. 2 columns, 20 spaces each. 20 good points, 20 bad. That's our starting point. You'd be amazed at the number of people who can't think of 20.
It was you. Get out! That's what she said. 20 good points and she can only get to 4.
Who did?
She did. Really bloody wise.
Oh, shit.
£50 an hour? Up your arse, mate. You're fired. Go on, Slingy Duke. Go on, do one.
That's the only regular income you've achieved. Crime. Regular crime. It shocks me, it appalls me, but it pays the mortgage. I must be the only woman who sits up a crime watch with a calculator.
Was it my fault I screwed up my benefactor's marriage? No. All I was doing was trying to earn the M word.
Well, we can't afford him unless I go back to work.
Oh, the joy of that. You were the little miracle that was supposed to save our marriage. Hmm? What are you now? 3 months? 3 months and she's using you like a weapon.
Oh, for God's sakes.
See, if I let her down, it's okay. She's learned the hard way. If I let you down, I let an infant down. It's how low can you get? Huh? Hostage shielding, they call it.
Don't you dare.
No, I'm busy. I can't. Do you want to ring us back in 10 minutes? Oh, don't make me laugh. Are we subbing him for this?
You mind?
No wonder we're broke. A penis extension for a 19-year-old is hardly judicious housekeeping, Judith.
It's Mark's phone, he pays for it.
The boy can hardly string a sentence together and he's got a mobile phone. Since when did he afford a mobile?
Since he got a job.
Since he got a job.
Since he started paying for it on a regular basis. With that and Katie's paper round, we're just about managing, thanks.
Well, with no conscience in your looks, it has to be drug dealing.
Of course, you wouldn't have noticed how depressed he was at not having a job. How important he's trying to make working in a burger bar sound because it feels like the end of the line. Because it's just Mark. And he's only your son, and you're only a doctor of bloody psychology. The formative years are the least of your worries.
Fit?
Does she write often?
Just the 2. First study this week. All purple prose and romantic bull. And then this.
How do you know she's a student?
Dr. Fitzgerald.
Well, she could be a patient.
No. You don't get thank you notes from patients. You get hate mail for loosening the nuts. When they're better, once you've made them better, they'd rather you'd never existed. A bit like you, Panhandle.
So you've made me better.
Well, I imagine. You don't return the calls.
How is it my fault if you bumped the car? Wait. Rini, I never taught you to drive because you wouldn't let me teach you. We'll play Wally the Willy, your driving instructor.
I'm sorry, sir, it's Fitz.
Well, show him the door.
It's important, it's new stuff.
Look, I've got to go. No, I'm not making it up. I've got to go. This better be good.
I think I love you most because inside we're the same kind of person. We do ourselves down all the time. I wish you wouldn't because it upsets me. You're a good man and you should learn to like yourself. I know you notice me and pretend not to. I just wish I could bring you out of yourself because I know we could love each other more than anyone could ever imagine.
And this is an intelligent woman.
The man who came round for dinner is not my type at all. They're all too cocky for my liking. 2 earrings and a ladybird tattoo on his arm. But he keeps pestering me and saying we're right for each other, and I've tried saying different. He's called Stephen Lowry.
Bloody hell.
She's your killer.
Where's the original?
Here.
So yours are the only other prints on there?
And mine, sir.
Get that dusted.
Fitz thinks she's one of his students.
No, I said a student. I don't really have students anymore. The letter refers to a lecture I gave last week.
Where?
That was a circuit lecture. I used the same material on 5 gigs. Salford, Met, Queens, 2 in Liverpool. Postmark's Manchester.
Can we see your notes?
The only notes I make are strictly for the milkman, I'm afraid.
Queen's University have a student called Stephen Lowry. They've confirmed that his room hasn't been used since yesterday.
Why would she kill him?
Them.
Eh?
They're too cocky for my liking. If you type that very carefully, there wouldn't be any mistake. If Stephen Larry is the first, I'll stick a solid 50 and I'm not being the last.
Alpine King, medium coke, fries and dressing. Enjoy your meal. How can I help you?
I haven't seen you move so fast in 19 years. What are you selling in the staff canteen?
You want to place an order?
5 minutes.
Please.
Oh,
Swiss chicken, Diet Coke, and humble pie.
what time's your break?
Go up.
Why didn't you talk to me if you were depressed?
I wasn't depressed.
Well, your mother says you were depressed. It's the baby. You feel pushed out. No, worse. You're the oldest. It's made you dread your own responsibilities. The hardship, the rouse, and the gut-wrecking frustration of becoming an adult with some 10-pound suction pump redefined the world for you. Yes?
No.
It's not psychologically abnormal, you know. This is sure as shit ghost of Christmas future. Fill in the gaps, Mark. Enjoy yourself.
I got Debbie pregnant.
Well, I'm going to be a grandfather. Surely not. God, look at me. Look at me.
She lost it.
Now you won't believe me if I tell you I'm really sorry. Who the hell's Debbie? I met her.
Good set, Skinner.
I never remember Skinhead. Why didn't you tell me?
She'd have told Mum. She'd have panicked. She was due to deliver. You just married Gran.
Yeah. But Debbie blamed you.
Yeah.
And chucked you.
Yeah.
I am sorry about the baby. I'm also sorry the last 3 minutes we've skipped a generation. A Star Trek moment for me. I don't suppose that Wendy hat to yourself Scottish.
You won't tell Mum?
No, on one condition. You come for a drink with me. Tonight?
I'm on my next Wednesday.
Okay, Thursday night, and we talk.
Yeah.
Yeah? Right. I know I said enjoy yourself, but for God's sake, put a bit of double glazing on the old Todd chap, will you? I've got to go.
Hey. I got on your chicken.
We'd like to speak to anyone with details of Stephen's whereabouts last night. Dates, nightclubs, social events. Or any student acting strange, emotionally disturbed, unusual behaviour.
Well, that's half of them.
Or anything out of the ordinary. We need your help.
Well, that's a bloody nonsense. I'm sorry, but I object to sending emotionally disturbed students for interrogation, Inspector. You bugger them up, send them back. We've got to deal with it.
Dr. Fitzgerald has given us reason to believe the killer may strike again.
On what grounds?
Just a strong guess.
He wasn't always unlucky then.
I'm a mate of Stephen's. He's got one of my essays. Well, had. Well, the essay's still in there.
Yeah, so?
I need it back or I'm off the course.
You two good mates then?
Recovered memory. A testable theory. In Stephen's group.
First year.
Yeah. Do you know me?
Dr. Fitzgerald, I've seen your lecture.
Yeah. So what do you think of me? Am I any good?
Great.
So this quote that you've creamed from my book, memory serves fact, not interpretation. Would you agree with that?
Well, I'd argue it to a point, but it's... You know, but I've used it, so I must agree with it, mustn't I?
You can go. You're a liar, Frank. But you're not a killer. The actual quote is, memory only serves its user, not the truth. But that's okay. He was brighter than you, but he's dead, so it's no good to him now. And like you say, you were good mates. You don't happen to know who he was sleeping with, do you?
How come I'm last to know? You had a relationship? Yeah. Sexual? Yes. For how long?
On and off since the start of the course. We're both doing psychology, and he helped me out when I first got here. They're not all like that, the clever ones. Most of them know it and wipe the floor with you. Stephen didn't. Good brain, funny. Everybody liked him. I was always proud of him. Proud to be with him. And everybody said we looked really good together.
When was the last time you and Stephen had intercourse, Carol?
Is that relevant?
Is that your own hair colour, Carol?
What? Oh my God. He's been with someone. Why'd you let me say all that? He'd been with someone else before he died, hadn't he?
I'm sorry, I really can't go into detail.
Oh, you could have been more subtle. You can't spit.
I don't know. When is it? Hey. Sorry, just talking to my mum. Well, if I'm not allowed, I'll have to
Hello, Danny.
Hiya. You well, man?
Yes. Did Katie tell you Fitz is working?
She did, yes.
They're all so bloody sure of themselves.
Yeah, face value, yeah, but most of them are just filling in time between spliffs. Hence the confidence, the sex. By the time they leave here, most of them won't even be able to spell orgasm.
This is the first time I felt this old.
They're not as old as now. Scary, isn't it? Too old for sex?
Yes. No.
It's the post-rape catch-22. Sex would make you feel normal if you could pull it off. You can't even start because you're scared, so you'd have to control it. Then it wouldn't be spontaneous, and then it wouldn't be normal anymore. So the whole primitive shebang is history. Well, it needn't be. I swear it. Of course, this is trapeze school for the man with 4 broken limbs. The secret is to hang around with the old, fat, clever guys. That can make you feel like it's all about again. All you have to do is return the calls. Look, we just talk. Jane?
I don't love you, Fitz. I think about you a lot. I rehearse the things I need to say. I do want to talk. But you're wasting your time as far as that's concerned.
I've got that grubby scowscopper trying to commandeer my office. I've sent him down to anthropology. I should have sent him for a shower.
Detective Sergeant David Halligan. Irene Jackson, Professor of Psychology.
Hello.
Hello. Excuse me.
£2,000?
The probate lawyers keep tracking down small policies. Man must have had more underwriters than lawyers. £5 grand. Worth 4 after the death duty and fees. That's Eddie's share.
But it's got my name on it.
I could put it in your husband's name if you want to see the back of it.
But legally?
Legally, it was a nice token.
You are giving me £2,000?
You married him. You need it more than I do.
I don't know what to say.
Get yourself shopping. Don't say anything. Buy something blue. Suits you. Tell him I called.
Well, at least let me try and return the favour. I don't know. Buy you dinner?
I'll see myself out. See you, gorgeous.
Bye, Uncle Danny.
Better late than never. It's nearly bigger than you are. I can't believe you've done all this. I thought you said you were going to take your time making your mind up about colours and that. You look like you've been in months.
I was expecting you sooner, Janice.
Well, I've been working. It's the end of term. Everybody wants something.
Come to look at the damage? He told me. He told me what you did.
Look, Nina, he doesn't stand a chance.
You were hoping you'd left a mess behind. Again. And you were wrong. Again.
I shouldn't have had to tell him, Nina. You should have told him.
I'm married. You're not. That's really eating you up, isn't it? Well, I feel sorry for you, Janice. I always have. But do not bring me, or my husband, or my marriage into your screwed up little fantasies. There's no damage, Janice. Grow up, for God's sakes, and take that with you.
All right. Professor Jackson about?
Meetings all day.
Was she, wanted to see me?
She didn't. That was me. Look, I hope you don't mind me doing this. Your last essay. She's going to mark you down.
You joking?
I heard her talking to your group tutor. She thinks you're slipping. She'll fail you. I'm only saying because you were doing really well.
Jesus.
She'd go mad if she knew we were talking. You understand that?
Yeah.
Judith knows.
Yeah.
She knows you were, or she knows you are.
She knows I was. She suspects I still am.
And Pentangle?
Ben Halligan. Panhandle. She was. She now says she isn't. But I can't buy that.
Well, no, you'd be a fool to admit it.
So many things got in the way. Wilbur's murder. The rape. Beck's suicide was the only highlight. Spitting that bastard's grave every time his name's mentioned. None of it had anything to do with us. None of it was of our doing. She's gone and knitted a full cardigan. She's put the sleeves on it. She's absorbed all the guilt. She gets the guilt, I get the blame. And now suddenly sex is on the menu again.
You think she's met someone else? In the other house, I had a new carpet fitted. Beautiful carpet. Not cheap. Transformed the room. Week after, Clive died. 2 months later, my mother died. Then the publishers, not a very good one, turned down my latest book. There was a very simple solution. I burnt the carpet, and I'd never look back.
Oh, for God's sake, Irene.
Look, you've got Judith, who's forgiven you. You've got 3 children with bright futures, and a damn sight more luck than I ever had.
You had 4 decades of social science to sound like Esther Bloody Ranson.
I paid for the takeaway. I say what I like.
My writing, Professor Jackson's notes, I copied them. Basically, it's once more with feeling.
Well, I don't understand it. I put a stack of work into this one. It's as clean as a whistle. I deserve duff marks for any of them. It was the last one, and I got an A.
Hang on, I copied your last one by chance. We should have a look at what she says on there. She's all over the place, you know. She can change her mind from one day to the next about what suits her. She takes some keeping up with.
I really appreciate all this, you know.
My pleasure. Be ashamed to get in the bad books just because of a few late nights. Sorry.
I never said anything about late nights.
You've a dodgy reputation.
You better to find out.
It gets round.
Mr. Wise, I rang about a room. Only got stuck in work, love, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right.
My car all right there, if it's blocking your entrance.
We'll park it in the drive if you like. I've no other guests at present. Actually, do you take milk with your breakfast?
Well, on my cornflakes, yeah?
But I don't, you see, and I'm out. The spa shop's in 10. I could stick the kettle on.
Nice one, yeah.
Thanks.
Stay?
Oh, no, I better not. I said I'd meet some mates down the Union. Janice? Janice. Where the hell are you, lunatic? Jesus.
We're sticking on B- then.
I thought I was fantastic.
Yeah? Well, it's a bit of a pattern, isn't it? Now it's my turn. Come on.
Bloody hell. You own all of this?
Jesus, the place is massive.
Hey, talk about being taken for granted. Is all this for me? I feel a bit of revision coming on. You've obviously done this before. I haven't. To be honest, I'm not generally submissive like this, so this should be interesting. You like to make me nervous, don't you? Real dark horse, aren't you? All the times I've seen you in the office, I never for 1 minute would have imagined...
Shut up!
Jesus, what have I done?
Just shut up. You lot don't know when to stop, do you? Fitz is right. Smart-ass, cocky little gobshites. He's standing up there trying to tell you things, and you're just not listening!
I won't say anything.
Shut up.
I won't tell anyone.
Shut up.
Please, whatever this is about, I didn't mean to upset you.
Shut up!
Please! Please!
It isn't the way that you look, and it isn't the
Please!
way that you talk.
Danny was here.
Oh, sorry. Thought it was vacant. Any message?
You've been crying. Have you seen her tonight?
No.
That's why you've been crying.
No.
What? What?
When was it the last fitting new carpets?
Come on.
Need any help, eh?
Come on!
Can I do anything? Hey, what's this then, eh? Rally trials? How do you get this bag down anyway? Hey, calm down. What's up? Let's have a bash. There, nosy cow, you could have taken me bloody arm off. Here, boy. Here, boy.
We intercepted this at the sorting office. She says there's another body, a John Brannigan.
Shouldn't the Queen's?
First year.
Make sure you get some pictures of the second body, yeah? Pictures taken from all angles and the surrounding areas.
It's him. John Brannigan. Identical MO.
Pure bloody waste.
You were fast.
Her husband took the dog for a walk. A couple of hours and he hadn't come back, so she called the locals and the dog led him down there. Massive impact injuries. He only died a couple of minutes ago. And judging by the tyre tracks, I'd say he was hit by a car, so I assume we connect.
Not exactly the M62, is this?
The man who came to dinner tonight brought me chocolates. He thinks that's all there is to it, but you and me both know it takes much more than that to make someone love you. Dinner. Came to dinner. Middle-class concept. But, she says, but you and me both know instead of you and I. So our education's flawed. Upper working class background with aspirations, probably small business family. She does not share a flat because she's frying these guys in private, shifting the bodies without being seen, so she must have access to money. Brought me chocolates. Who tries to charm a student with chocolates? A bottle of cider, possibly. But they don't use foreplay. It's a well-known fact. Unless she was older than the victims. Unless John Brannigan took chocolates to a mature student, a late learner who resents the men she's sleeping with. Enough so as to want to execute them.
Identical tire tracks from all three murders.
Oh, the third was incidental. She only killed him because he saw her face. Separate motive.
Identical tracks and all three murders. It's the only clue we've got. We go over every motor registered to the student car park first thing in the morning.
Don't you think Fitz is a problem on this one, sir?
What's so special about this one?
If she's writing him love letters, he's a target. And we have to address his influence on the case.